Hello chess lovers, Student here, and in this video I want to share with you a spectacular chess miniature which can be very instructive, especially for those who are playing birds opening or Dutch defense. With white pieces playing Slovakian chess grandmaster Ján Plachetka, and his opponent is German chess international master Lothar Zinn. The game was played in 1974 in Decin, which is a city in the Czech Republic. I have to tell you that Plachetka would only earn Grandmaster title 4 years later in 1978. But meanwhile, let's go back to 1974, Decin, and Plachetka, who was playing with the white pieces, opened up with knight f3, c5 by Zinn, b3, knight c6, bishop b2, knight f6, e3, d5, and bishop b5. A standard idea in typical positions in Larsen's opening. Usually this is how white is playing, is exchanging the light squared bishop with the knight. e6, knight e5, queen c7, white castled kingside, bishop d6, after which we see bishop takes c6 check, b takes c6, and f4. So we reached a position which can be seen very often. You can reach this position both by starting the game with knight f3, or you can go for Larsen's opening or bird's opening, and the same position can be reached. Let's take a look how you can reach that position by starting the game with bird's opening. With the transposition of moves, it's very easy to reach that position, and I myself had this position many times. Knight e5. There we have it. We reached the position from our game. In our game, white's last move was f4, and black castled kingside, rook f3, standard idea. White will now switch his rook into the attack from the third rank. Knight d7. Meanwhile, black is trying to get rid of this active knight, and rook h3. Already the threat is queen h5. For example, if knight takes e5, then f takes e5, and if bishop takes e5, then queen h5, and black is in trouble. After rook h3, actually we reached a critical position where black made a mistake and played g6, which is losing. At this point it was better to play f6. If knight takes d7, then queen takes d7, and if queen h5, then g6. This is a solid defense. But in our game, after rook h3, we have g6. As we have reached the critical position, please pause the video and try to find white's next move. Ready? Now look, by playing g6, black as if wanted to take under control the h5 square, not allowing queen h5, but as with his last move black weakened the dark squares, queen h5 becomes playable, and there we have it. A staggering queen sacrifice is on the board. Previously I have already shared with you a game played between C. Parker and Ivan Mial, where again we saw a similar queen sacrifice. There was a game played in 1999. So on your screen you can see that game. Dutch defense is on the board, which is like the reversed bird's opening. White played g3, stopping queen h4, but anyways, queen h4 followed, and very quickly black managed to finish up white king. This game you can find on my channel. The link will be in the comment section. Like in Mial's game, in here also black didn't accept the queen sacrifice, played knight f6, but let's take a look. What if g takes h5? Then white can announce a check from g3, and then knight takes f7, checkmate is coming. In our game, after queen h5 we see knight f6, but after knight g4 black resigned. Now if knight takes h5, then there is a very impressive checkmate, or if g takes h5, then white can capture on f6. In here, king h8 can prolong black's resistance, but even in this case, black has no chance of saving the game. With 2 extra pawns, white can easily convert this into a victory. Also, there are too many weaknesses in black's camp. All 8 white pawns are on the board, while we see too many pawn islands, which are potential weaknesses. Or after knight takes f6 check, if king g7, trying to find a safe shelter for the king, then this time black can step into an immediate checkmate. There we have it. After king e4, white can develop his knight and can announce a checkmate. That's why after knight g4, understanding that his position is hopeless. Lothar Zinn resigned. A very, very impressive game, which I hope that you enjoyed greatly, and always remember about this possibility of going for queen h5 sacrifice in bird's opening or Dutch defense. In the end, a chess puzzle for you where the task is to find the winning line for white. It's white to move, and I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.